One day I decided to do it at night while everyone was home as opposed to right after school when I was alone. I was getting cocky.
Caught in 4K.
Really? Come on, bro. You know what I meant. Get your mind out of the gutter. So I was looking at naked women on my phone, and it's business as usual until I hear the door just rattling. I forgot to lock the door, man. Julio, what are you doing? Nothing? No, what are you doing? Nothing, Mom. What's that on your phone?
This probably isn't going to go
If you watch the My Mom Caught Me in 4K video, you'll find that the thumbnail is a little misleading. But I'm here to let you know that my thumbnails are not cap. This thumbnail is not cap. This scenario did in fact happen. Let me tell you the story. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was sheltered as a kid. Like a lot of the world was hidden from me when I was growing up. But don't get me wrong, while I was sheltered, my mom didn't have the money to properly shelter a kid. I know this because I went to a public school. So this story took place in 7th grade. I had just started walking to school, so my mom gave me a phone so she could keep in contact with me to make sure my black ass doesn't get me turned into a hashtag. And also to make sure my black ass doesn't get me turned into an Amber Alert. But this phone was not like the one that you're watching this video on. This was a BlackBerry with prepaid minutes. For my younger audience, I'll explain what minutes are. Basically, there's a time limit on your phone that dictates how long you can call, how many texts you can send, and in particular to this story, how long you can be on the internet. And if this time limit reaches 0, your phone won't work, and you can extend your time by purchasing prepaid minute gift cards. This phone was connected to my mom's computer, so if my phone ran out of minutes, she would be notified and she'd probably hit me with something. But socially awkward middle school me never got close to running out, as texting 2 friends and getting curved by girls didn't require too many minutes. So one day I was at school and this group of kids are talking about cantaloupes, which, you know, in my head is normal. I mean, we're 13-year-old boys, but I realized something was up when they started to bring up different types of cantaloupes. I mean, they're talking about big cantaloupes, small cantaloupes, saggy cantaloupes, hairy cantaloupes. The list goes on. But during this convo, I'm thinking, what is the source material? Like, where are these guys going to see this many pairs of cantaloupes? At this point, the only pair I'd seen had been my mom's, and I wasn't on the internet a lot as a kid, so I didn't know I had access to all of the cantaloupes of the world on my phone. So I expressed my confusion to the group. Boy, give me your neck!
Okay,
big mistake, because apparently I should have been watching poor cantaloupe-related videos years ago, but after roasting me, they explained that they're seeing all of these fruits on WholeFoods.com. One of them pulls it up on their phone, shows me, and oh my God! Right at that moment is where it all went downhill. So school ends, I walk home, my mom calls me as she usually does. I get to the door and she hangs up, and no one is home yet, so I go right upstairs. And I don't know why, but this is a very vivid memory for me. I remember laying down in this exact position. I open the browser on my phone, a box opens up warning me that I'll lose minutes continuously while I'm on the internet. Now, it'll be my first time going on the internet with this phone, so I'm not really thinking about the minutes and how many minutes it takes, honestly. I have much more important things on my mind at the moment. So I double check the door, the hallway, make sure no one's looking out of my closed second story curtain window, you know, just in case. I click the green OK button on my phone, I go to Google and I type boobs. I click images and then nothing crazy shows up. I type boobs on Google Images, you know? It's just like male chests, Drake and Josh, and modest bikini pictures. I close the tab, open a new one, and this time I type woman's chest. How scandalous. I hit enter, click images, and then nothing. I was shy, okay? I know I had to type crazy things to get what I wanted, but I just felt weird doing it. So I tried 3 more searches, but nothing. I'm being too modest, and I realize I need to get a little raunchy, so I muster up the courage to type naked boob. I hit search, click images. Is just overloaded with content, bro. I'm seeing things I've never seen before. I'm learning words. Hair grows there? I could feel my innocence just leaving my body. I'm so distracted and mesmerized that I didn't even do anything. Like, this was good enough. I just kind of looked and admired. And I loved it. My phone couldn't play videos, so I didn't even use WholeFoods.com. I just kind of stayed on Google Images. I did this for hours every day for weeks, bro, just looking at pictures. That was all I did. And the more I did it, the bolder and bolder I got. With all the searches, it was like each day I became more and more of a man. I just gave him minutes. Until one day I decided to do it at night while everyone was home as opposed to right after school when I was alone. I was getting cocky. Really? Come on, bro. You know what I meant. Get your mind out of the gutter. So I was looking at naked women on my phone, and it's business as usual until I hear the door just rattling. I forgot to lock the door, man. I was getting sloppy with my moves. The door swings open and I'm just blinded by the light of the hallway. I see my mom and she sees me. And I see my mom. Yo, what are you doing? Nothing? No, what are you doing? Nothing, Mom. What's that on your phone? I tell her I set a timer on my phone to wake up for school tomorrow, and she leaves. I turn the phone off, I roll over to sleep, but she opens the door again, hands me the minute card, and tells me to add it to the phone and to come in her room. So I go in and she's sitting on the bed with her computer. Yo, what are you doing on that phone? I gave you minutes a week ago and it says that you're almost out. What's going on? I just been calling people. Oh, calling people, huh? You sure you don't want to tell me what else you've been doing before I read off your history? And me thinking that she's talking about my call history, I'm like, history? If she checks that, she's gonna know that I haven't been calling people and that I've been losing minutes for another reason. Maybe I can tell her I was texting someone? Naked boob. When she says that, I get immediate butterflies in my stomach. When my friends graciously let me know about WholeFoods.com, they didn't tell me about this thing called search history. This whole time, I was just closing tabs. I didn't know that I had to clear the history. I look at her computer and there it is. An extensive, and I mean extensive, list of all of my searches, bro. She had me. She just starts reading off the list, and I'm just embarrassed, man. But it gets much worse than this. As she goes down, she starts to get to the wild searches, but since I'm so sensitive to this stuff, I just got here. While she's reading the searches, I start remembering the pictures, which kind of activates my memory, but now is not the time. I start to panic. I look down at my pants. Yo, please do not do this to me right now. Big bullets.
What it do, flight crew?
Big blacks.
FTC.
No, not now. Flight team, stand up. No. It happens. I get hard, but I immediately sit on the floor. Stand up. I need you to read this. Yo. I know you hear me.
Mom, please. That's like the worst feeling.
Sorry, stop. Stand up. If you don't get up, I'm calling your grandma. Mom, no, please get up then.
Just randomly.
No.
Hi, and that does happen.
How's it going? My grandma's on the phone and I'm
that does happen.
Panicking, trying to have a normal conversation, but my mom is not letting that happen. Go ahead and tell your grandma what you've been doing.
Oh, what you been doing?
I'm crying on the phone. My memory is activated. My mom's reading the titles. My grandma's asking what's wrong. It's a mess. Honestly, I could only imagine what this room sounded like. Big breasts on big stop, please. Stop. Stop. What is wrong with you, bro? After realizing that I've had enough, my mom takes the phone and I hightail it out of that room. I learned my lesson, man. From that day on, I never looked up cantaloupes again, ever.
Smart.
Get away, I really want to apply shit.
Like,
Hit a nigga with a stick.
subscribe.
For the 1 +5 6.
Subscribe.
Niggas want to try stick. Sweat niggas want to be me.